These are my 5 tips on frugality. If you find this content useful and valuable, please like and subscribe. It would really help. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Tip number 1 is like the most fundamental thing you should have for if you're going to be frugal. You need a budget. You need to know how much you can spend minimum so that you can work towards that goal. And if you go over it, fine. But you will know exactly how well you did if you keep track of these numbers. And if you budget accordingly, you should be fine. I would recommend graphs to show progress, like I have here. You can see I budgeted correctly. There has been some problems, but that's not due to frugality. That's just me being me. Anyway. Tip number 2 is if you have stuff you earn, there's a psychological trick you can do basically where you move your paycheck automatically right into savings or investments straight away, so that you don't see that money and you don't go, oh, I can spend all this. Oh, I feel rich. Oh, I'm just gonna buy things now. If you keep your minimum only and you treat it as such, you will spend like a fraction less, which is great. Try to make it in a different separate account so that you don't really see it all the time. Tip number 3. This is more of a shopping tip for frugality. Try to buy unbranded stuff. The reason why brands are so expensive is because of the name is associated with, like, it gives you familiarity, feels more personable. Let's say I want a Vimto juice. You're basically paying for the same quality or similar quality most of the time. If you're willing to not buy branded stuff, you're gonna save a lot of money overall in food bills, like liquid detergent, bathroom stuff, shampoo bottles. I mean, there are some things you should keep branded because some of them are just better than unbranded. But if it's food, you can definitely get some cheaper versions of things that are probably not as good, but if they're good enough, don't mind too much, right? I would recommend, if you are near one, going to Lidl for that type of thing. Lidl has great savings. Another one is a good one is Home Bargains. I like Home Bargains a lot. They usually have some great stuff. You do have to select for more, but usually, yeah, they're cheaper for certain things, not like cheaper for drinks, and stuff like that. Tip number 4 is question and review your previous spending. So let's say you kept track and tally what you've spent on. You have a nice little pie chart of exactly what you spent on last month. You can then figure out, okay, what can I eliminate from this? Do I really need a Netflix subscription? No, probably not. I don't. I think I only watched like one movie the other day on Netflix. All right, then get rid of it. Or let's say, oh, I went to Costa Coffee for like 5 times that time. I don't think I enjoyed it that much. All right, you can eliminate that as well. Throw that away. As long as the things you spend on give you more value, that's fine. But I think a lot of people don't realize they have been wasting on things in retrospect they could have not wasted on their hard-earned money after tax on certain things. This goes for like other things, like, I don't know. Let's say you buy a lot of games like I used to. Looking back overall, that last year I did, no, previous year, 2019, I looked at the the amount of money I spent, and I was so shocked about it. It was multiple grand on games I never got to play because I don't have the time, and I don't have half of them were on sale on Steam. They I think the Steam sale is actually like, it can be a blessing, but it also can be a curse because I've yet to play 90% of the games I bought. 90%. That's insane, guys. That's insane. Buy only the games you actually want to play, not things that are cheap for now. You most likely you won't have the time for them. So only try to buy, I don't know, five games most likely, or something like that. I don't know. Tip number 5 is find cheaper alternatives to entertainment, or check for long unused subscriptions. I did cover this a little bit, but basically, yeah, if you forgot about, a lot of people forget about the things they signed up for and that they're still paying for, and a lot of them can get that money back because if it's a monthly thing, if it's a weekly thing, you probably notice more, but monthly and like bi-monthly, every 3 month subscriptions, every year subscriptions, they're really hard to track unless you look for them and account for them. Let's say your card account, you probably can find it from history. You can see how much you spent on it, and then you can evaluate if you want that stuff or not. Like previously, I have had subscriptions that I've used for a month and stopped using, and I forgot to cancel them. An example of this would be I signed up for someone's Patreon for the bonus content, and I never ended up watching the bonus content except for like a few things. I signed up for another person's alternative Patreon platform, also didn't use it that much, and I had to cancel it months later after I forgot about it. Another thing I used all the time, and I still kind of use, but not to the same extent, which I'm thinking of canceling. I'm not sure if it's still a good idea or not. Amazon Prime. I'm using that. I'm not fully utilizing it in any way, shape, or form. I could watch Amazon videos. I've not bothered with that. I don't see the point of that. Kind of tiptoeing along the lines because I don't usually buy products on Amazon anymore because I don't need a lot of things anymore. I used to need a lot more things, but since I've become more minimalistic, which is also a great frugality tip, if you're more minimalistic, you probably won't need to buy as many things. Besides that, yes, I also bought a game subscription back when I went to game a lot to buy up these limited edition UK only Pokemon cards for Pokemon Futsal, and I still have it because they try to give you value back in a way, but I think I want to cancel it after all. They give you cash back on game stuff, and they give you, for your birthday, they give you value. I think I got something for my birthday when they got it. That's a very interesting way they did. They made it valuable for me, but I do want to stop using it as well. I'm probably going to use up all the discounts I have right now, buy up some things, and then cancel it, and then I'll just sell whatever I get on eBay, or I'll just use it. And this is just a fraction of what subscriptions I've signed up for before. I could keep going on, but I'd rather not. It's far too painful. Yeah, that was my video. Hope you enjoyed, guys. If you feel like this content has gives you value, please like and subscribe. I'm sure you'll enjoy more content from me. I assure you, I can do similar things in the future. And yeah, I'll sign off right now. Goodbye.